Today we are going to discuss about acromioclavicular capsule and the ligaments. First of all, we will learn about something about the acromioclavicular joint capsule. The capsule of AC joint, acromioclavicular joint, is weak and cannot maintain its integrity without the reinforcement of superior and inferior acromioclavicular ligament and coracoclavicular ligament. So basically there are the two ligaments. One is acromioclavicular ligament, second is coracoclavicular ligament. But in acromioclavicular ligament, there is superior acromioclavicular ligament and one is inferior acromioclavicular ligament. So first of all, we will discuss about the acromioclavicular ligament. The superior acromioclavicular ligament is the main ligament limiting the movement caused by anterior forces applied to the distal end of the clavicle. So the basic function of this superior acromioclavicular ligament is that it limits the anterior forces applied at the distal end of the clavicle. Now the superior acromioclavicular ligament is reinforced by the fibers of trapezius and deltoid muscle. So that's why the superior acromioclavicular ligament is more stronger as compared to the inferior one, because the superior one is reinforced by the fibers of trapezius and deltoid muscle. The second ligament is coracoclavicular ligament. This ligament is present between the coracoid process of the scapula and the clavicle. It does not directly related to the joint, but indirectly it is very important for maintaining the stability of the acromioclavicular joint. So coracoclavicular ligament, although this ligament not belonging to the joint structure directly, because it is attached to the coracoid process, not to the acromion process, but it firmly unite the clavicle and scapula, tightly unite the clavicle and scapula and provide the superior and inferior stability to the joint. So now I will going to teach you about the coracoclavicular ligament in detail. Now in coracoclavicular ligament there are two portions, one is medial and second is lateral one. The medial portion is also known as conoid ligament and the lateral portion is known as trapezoid ligament. So in coracoclavicular ligament, which is attached to the coracoid process of scapula and the clavicle, there are two portions. First of all, we will discuss about the medial portion. Medial portion is known as conoid ligament. It is triangular in shape and fibers are more vertically oriented. And this portion of ligament is medial and little bit posterior to the trapezoid portion. Second portion of the coracoclavicular ligament is the lateral portion, which is quadrilateral in shape and the fibers are oriented more horizontally. This portion is known as trapezoid portion, trapezoid ligament. Now these two portions are separated from each other by bursa and adipose tissue. These medial and lateral portion of the coracoclavicular ligament are separated by each other by adipose tissue and bursa. Now functions of coracoclavicular ligament. First of all, conoid portion prevents the inferior translation of the clavicle. As we see that this is the fibers of the conoid portion are more vertically oriented and these fibers prevent the inferior translation of the clavicle. And second is trapezoid portion, which is quadrilateral in shape, and this portion prevents the posterior translation of the clavicle. So these fibers, the quadrilateral fibers of the trapezoid portion, prevents the posterior translation of the clavicle. So these are the two basic functions. Third function of coracoclavicular ligament is that it helps in the dissipation of the force. For example, I am pushing a wall, then the force come on the shoulder joint, then it transmit to the acromioclavicular joint, and then to the sternoclavicular joint. This is the basic, but this is not happened when I am pushing a wall. Then the force come on the shoulder joint, and from the shoulder joint it does not transmit it to the acromioclavicular joint. It passes through the coracoclavicular ligament and then transmit to the sternoclavicular joint. So this ligament basically helps in the dissipation of the force, because it transmits the force from the shoulder joint to the coracoclavicular ligament and to the sternoclavicular joint. So this is about basics about the ligaments on capsule of the acromioclavicular joint. If you like my video, then please share it and subscribe my channel for more such videos. Thank you.